Isolation deprivation. Results visible. Isolation does its own thing. Being deprived of social engagement is hard. And new restrictions, new rules daily, and there is so much going on at the moment around us. At the end of day 14 of my isolation, I've ended up with a new look. As I said, isolation deprivation or social engagement deprivation. So please leave us, or leave me a comment in the comment section below whether I should embrace this look and keep going or just ease it off. I hope you guys are doing great and staying home safe and taking care of yourself and your families. Guys, stay strong, stay focused, and stay safe. I would like to express my sincere sympathy for people infected with coronavirus, and I pray for your speedy recovery. My sincere condolences go to families who lost their loved ones to COVID-19. My heart goes out to you in this trying time, and may you and your loved ones find the strength to get through this. Hello everyone, my name is Dave and welcome to another episode in the Common Sense Leadership series. Today we'll be talking about leading with an organizational culture and a value of human element in business. Being a leader is a choice, and by choosing to be a leader, we choose to be the light, an inspiration, a coach, a mentor, and a motivator. We choose to lead by example and be a role model, not just to our employees, but also to our colleagues and our superiors. To be there for them and provide unconditional support. The key word is unconditional, no matter what. Being a leader for the sake of holding the position, for the money or position of authority, defies the purpose of a leader and corrupts their values. Many argue that leadership is a set of values, skills, and behaviors we can all develop at every level in every role. Yes, I have an argument about it, but it's a whole new segment. But having said that, imagine if we all discover a leader in us. Imagine what we can achieve as an individual or as a team and as a business. Now, is leadership the ability to make the right decisions and contribute to many different aspects of our organization? Yeah. Is leadership the understanding to work well with our colleagues? Yes, but isn't that the responsibility of every employee? Is leadership the passion to achieve the highest standards? Also, every employee should have passion. And if they don't have passion for what they do, they're in the wrong position. Is leadership being aligned to the purpose and objectives of a business and focus on the main principles of being a leader? Yes, it is. But it's also much more than that. Remember, you're not just a leader or manager of a business. You're also an employee and a role model. A role model who needs to strive to achieve business excellence and in driving high standards of performance in everything you do. You're the one who defines and shapes direction, contributing to the business in all the work you do. From yourself to organizing your employees, to organizing your teams and producing effective and efficient results. You also need to engage and inspire people, collaborate and grow their skills and competencies, how for yourself, so the others. So the question is how we can achieve this as an organization. How can we build such culture? How can we build such a way of life in our organization? The simple answer is leading with an organizational culture. You have to set the organizational culture so that everyone breathes the organizational vision, mission, and goals. Look, leading with an organizational culture would be a topic for another 5 videos of it. But what can we do to start changing the organizational mindset? What, as a business owner, a leader, or a manager, you can do to make it happen? Okay, let's start with one major misconception. The major misconception in the business world is that humans are employed as a resource. Human resources, replaceable stock, and supply to run a business capital and assets. The result of such view is uninspiring and detached business environment where employees are taken for granted. That's number one. They're undervalued and the humans are treated as a replaceable stock. The end product, in particular in sales and customer service environments, are low productivity, poor customer service, terrible service delivery, and most importantly, high staff turnover. And that's what no business should wish for. This is where it gets more interesting. Once we recognize the downfall, managerial corrective measures are introduced to get everyone back in line. So instead of leading, inspiring, and motivating to achieve common objectives and business goals, we end up being an enforcement institution by implementing performance management measures and policies. In other words, we micromanage our staff. Once you start micromanaging your staff, we don't do any favors to ourselves as a leader or manager or the business mission. So you're pretty much hindering all that process. Businesses are run by the most important business value. It's people. For the purpose of working with people to serve people by effectively utilizing business resources in order to achieve business objectives, goals, and vision. I'll say it again. Businesses are run by the most important business value. It's people. And its purpose is to work with people to serve people. I'll get to that. The human element adds value to your business. A personal touch that makes your business feel approachable, relatable, inspirational, and human. That's what customers want and what makes them keep coming back to your business and to do business with you. The human element is not just a systematic method for improving the way people work together. No, it's not just how we utilize the human element to achieve goals and better the individual effort and team and organizational performance. Humans are the most important value to your business. It's the beating heart and soul of every business, no matter how big or small business is. It's the art and craft of a business creativity and innovation itself. It is the future of your business. Serve and treat your people well, and you will serve yourself, do yourself the biggest favor, and achieve greater business results. Guaranteed. The human element is more than just a list of 230 personal core values and behaviors. And I will show you that now. It's the capital list of all the lists of all individual core values together. Understanding, knowing, and appreciating the value of human element is the key to effective leadership. And it's a common sense. I hope you agree that an organizational success starts with the individual accomplishments and success of each employee. If your employee is successful, your team success is rising I hope you agree that an organizational success starts with the individual accomplishments, and success of each employee leads to another level of success as a team and as a business entity or unit or complete organization. More time and effort you put in towards motivating, inspiring, and providing support for achieving personal and professional goals of each and every single employee, more benefits you gain as an organization. Develop and create a rewarding environment so that people wake up in the morning and have the desire to turn up for work with you. And now we go back to it, not for you, with you. The trick is treat them as your business partner rather than your employee. Take, for example, beehive. Honeybees live in the colonies under the leadership of one queen bee, including thousands of bees and drones. A business kept in order by the queen and her leadership. A business kept in order by a queen and her leadership. And here's the kicker. Queen bee doesn't care how bees are going out to get the pollen and nectar and all sorts of stuff as long as the job is done. So as long as the job is done, she doesn't care. No micromanagement there, and everything is working as well-oiled machine with an ultimate support network available. I was watching a short video about a worker bee that somehow got stuck in honey, actually started drowning. Guess what happened? Under the leadership of Queen Bee, other worker bees followed her and dragged the drowning bee out. Furthermore, they started cleaning the poor thing. They received all the support available and given all the freedom to perform their jobs, as long as they bring the honey. Queen is there to help and lead the way. If you have any issues, you don't get micromanaged. You get support to overcome your problems. And that's how it should be in every single business. You should inspire, motivate, and lead by integrity at the forefront to instill pride, honesty, trust, and respect. Such treatment breeds ownership, accountability, and responsibility, which in turn weeds out unproductive defensive behavior, which is blame, excuses, and denial. Blame, excuses, and denial are toxic demotivators and breeding ground for confrontations. It is an overall team cohesion and performance destroyer. As a leader, you should recognize, acknowledge, and validate the human importance and acknowledge that openly. Bring the human touch and humanity back into your business. Be recognized as an approachable, relatable business. Develop and implement organizational customer service culture that values how external, so internal human element. When I say this to my clients, usually the first question that comes up is, what are you suggesting? Where should I start? Well, start by recognizing the human value. Acknowledge and honor humanity. Separate human element from resources. But that separation has to be clear so that everyone can see it. Replace human resources with human operations or people operations. That's a first step. You're telling your people, I respect you, I appreciate you. That's what it is. Follow through with showing appreciation to your workers and employees and your staff. Open a two-way communication. Open door policy. Inspire innovation and creativity. Connect back to your people with your human side. You are not just a business owner. You're also human. Let your people know that they are treated as partners, being cared for, and treated with respect. I guarantee you they'll pay that back twice in return. That's a great starting point. And that's always my suggestion as a starting point, to change your organizational culture. Second, rebrand yourself and business internally first. What do I mean by that? Almost everything has an expiry date. So is your business vision, mission, and goals. You either grow out of your capacity, overachieve, or underachieve it. So in either case, you need new ideas, new common goals and common objectives. Common cause brings people together. I'll just use the current situation. Each and every single country in the world is united to find cure for coronavirus. Isn't that correct? So each and every single country has one goal. Main priority is to find a cure for the disease. But also at the same time, survive, keep the economy running, and avoid falling into a trap of that economic loss. Keeping their people safe, keeping their people informed. But the main common cause of each and every single government is to beat the virus. Find the cure. This is probably the best way to get your people to connect with you and your business on a personal level and develop that partnership feeling. Get them involved. That's how we take that responsibility to the next level. If you get them involved, it's personal. Start by using one single thing that is bringing every single employee together. It's a feedback, but this is more kind of innovative feedback. Start, stop, continue feedback. Your frontline employees are your eyes, ears, and first line of defense. The most underused resource you have is the feedback. Your frontline employees. They see everything. The good, the bad, ugly side of your business and your service delivery. They can give you the hows, whats and whys. This is how it goes. Once every 6 to 9 months, make a decision to create cycles. Business cycles. Not the financial cycle. It's the internal cycle where you start using that start, stop, and continue feedback. And get that whiteboard out somewhere in a common area and ask your employees to identify your strengths and weaknesses in the following form. Number 1, start. What are, in their opinion, things that team should be doing in the next cycle in order to improve the efficiency and effectiveness? How can we improve the business? The second column is stop. Ask them to look back at the previous 6 to 9 months or whatever the cycle is to identify which things didn't work well and which ones should be stopped. The next lot is continue. They'll tell you what actually worked well. Ask them to identify things that worked in the previous cycle and need to be part of the core activities and what can be done to improve the whole process. They have the solution. They know exactly what you need to do as a business owner, as a leader, as a manager. They'll tell you which way to go. Here's an example. I was visiting a large transport company here in Brisbane, and I had a meeting with operations manager. I was taking through the common area where the people have meal rooms and everything else. I've noticed something very interesting. A laminated A4 piece of paper, yellow piece of paper, on each and every single table. They're asking their employees to take part in figuring out mechanical issue they're having on their heavy vehicles. The interesting part is whoever comes up with a solution, the company is rewarding them with a weekend getaway for 2 with all expenses paid, $500 pocket money. I was so curious. I asked, what's the deal about that and how's that working for you? He said, look, the total sum of the reward is 2,500. For me to take one vehicle out, for them to try to do the investigation of what's going on, what's happening, and try to innovate on things, it'll cost me 7,000. I have 500 people there they can possibly figure out. I value their opinion. They'll show me. They have a solution. They'll tell me exactly how to handle it. Why not? 7,000 for someone who is not in my business, or $2,500 for a reward for who's actually working the same company as I am. And they see it. Every single person can see that we value their opinion. And it works. I wasn't lazy. I actually, about 3 weeks later, I had a conversation with someone else, and I called the manager and I asked him, did you find a solution for the problem? He said, yes. Very simple. They figured it out. There was about 3 people. They sat down talking about it. So they figured out how to fix it. So they didn't take the holiday. They took the cash. Divided by 3. Bob's your uncle. Simple, and it works. Show you appreciate their input. Show appreciate them as a human. Bring that human element and bring that humanity back to your business. That's how you start your organizational culture. That's how it works. And that's the only way that your business can grow exponentially. You can fight the flow, and you will have a hard time doing it. Get your people involved, and you have that steady rise and growth. Because people take a responsibility, they own it now. It's their responsibility because they put seal of approval. Simple, and it works. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and you don't have to subscribe to my channel or give us thumbs up, and you don't have to comment. But if you do, I will write you a song about tortilla. Well, actually, it's more of a rap. Anyway, while you're at it, click the social media share button so your friends and family can watch it too. And thank you very much for your ongoing support. We greatly appreciate you. I love you all, and until next video, please take care of yourself and each other.